Alright, how's it going, y'all? Silent E TCG here, back again with another video. This time we're pretty much going to talk about, well, I'm making up a topic right now, but I guess we'll talk about the leaders pretty much for OPO2 and, you know, the new meta and all that. And we'll actually do a tier list, I guess, based off them. Much like I did on Romance Dawn OPO1, I did a tier list with them. We'll make one up with two and see how things might look. So let's go ahead and see how we can get into it. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate the feedback and the love and the support. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about how the tier should be or what placements leaders should be in. And just like the video, share it around. And, you know, hopefully we'll get more coming soon. So, and also have, I got a little bit of packs to open up soon. So we'll open up last bit of packs I got, and that'll be it for a while. It's kind of hard to get the stuff in, unfortunately. So, you know, that's the way it is sometimes. And kind of wish we could get more product in, but you know, we'll get a rewave soon. So we'll see. All right, so let's head to the. All right, so now we're on the leader, the little make a tier or whatever. Pretty much got all the new leaders here, starting with Uta. We got a couple of new ones here from OPO3, but we're not there yet, so we won't worry about them. I did all the OPO1 leaders already, so be sure to check out that previous video or early video on that. But now we can start off with the new leaders from OPO2 and Film Star Decks and Uta Star Deck. So let's see. We'll start with Uta. Of course she's gonna be a D. I like her. She's a good leader and all, but I think some people had earlier success with her at first, but of course now, yeah, we're not seeing her for a hot minute. But I'm pretty sure somebody's making, you know, is using her still. But you know, y'all let me know if there's still people winning their locals with her at least. You know, I definitely don't see her in regionals, online or offline. So local play it is for sure. Shanks, a little bit ahead of her, I think. So probably same. I mean, I might consider him C because he has a lot of good film support, at least more than Vanillas and all that. But you know, I'll actually put him in C because he definitely has more to bring to the table than her. Especially with the new secret that just came out, the 8-drop Uta helps out Shanks tremendously. So that would actually be a go-to thing. So definitely he should be good at C. Sakazuki's another C. I don't think he's D. I think he's C. Even though his effect is so hefty, you gotta discard a card and pay 3 to destroy, you know, at 0 cost, which isn't bad because the deck does need more ways to out you know, destroy cards. So that's kind of one way to do it, but I just hate to pay 3 and discard a card. Like it could have been either or, not both, but you know, that's kind of why he's lackluster right now. And the other leaders, Marine leaders, are way better. I think a little bit better than him anyway. In fact, we'll skip around. We're not going to be in no particular order here. I think Garp is another C to me, because you know, you got the black engine to reduce cost, but then the red aspect they destroy off cost, but the red aspect destroys off power level, and it's just like Garp. I just hate that it kind of conflicts a little bit. Like, sure, you're gonna run jet pistols to deal with power, but then you gotta run reducing costs and deal with, you know, run Sakazukis and Kobe to deal with the costs. So it's kind of like, do you run? I guess you do run mainly the, you know, the Marines, but do you run the red good cards? I guess. I suppose, I don't know, but that's kind of, I haven't put my finger on this deck yet, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about Garp here and there locally, but that's pretty much where he'll be. So I like him in C tier for the most part. Same with Zephyr. I think Zephyr is another C, but almost like a C plus if I had to make one up. But only because, well, we'll put him before these two. Well, actually, we'll put him before all four of them, three of them. But mainly because he's black and purple. And those are good colors because purple, on the other hand, destroys based off level. And with the black aspect, you're reducing level. So King can pop whatever now. Kaido can pop whatever. Who's who can pop whoever, you know. And then you still run the Kobe's, and you still run all the Admirals and all that. So the 10 drop, you run about 4 of those. That's your boss card pretty much. And then you can destroy anything. You know, King can wipe out any character except probably the 10 drop Kaido. You can, you know, no 10 drops you can destroy, but you can get rid of 9s easily. Like, that's the thing about it. But or Kaido can, but if you run that. But for the most part, the 9 drop Kaido anyway. But yeah, Zephyr is actually high C, I guess you can say. C plus. I would definitely say that much, especially more than Garp and Sakazuki. We'll go with Sanji. I kind of like Sanji, but he's not a C plus because I heard people win with Sanji here and there, so definitely love to see that. But blue and green, another awkward combination, but it's not bad. You're still running a lot of vanillas, similar to like how Uta is and maybe Shanks, but you can run vanillas. You get your Dawn back, play more cards, or have more defensive options. So I think it's really good. Another one I haven't put my finger on yet, but we'll probably get to it soon. And definitely check out the deck profile tomorrow. So we'll definitely have one up and running for my current deck. So definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, not bad. Sanji's pretty good. I doubted him at first, but looking at him, he's actually he's pretty good. All right, we're moving on to the meta people now. I like Ivankov at B. Ivankov is like B plus, but B personally, Perio Ivankov is really good. Just a little mini control deck. You try not to take too much damage. Get your hand a little bit low. That way, by the time you have 7 Dawn, maybe you Perona or Dovi or your top 5. So you have no hand, draw for turn. It should be the 7 drop Ivankov, then you play it. Draw up to your 6. Drop the Luffy, drop the 2. Bounce some cards, attack directly or whatever. In phase, draw 2, and then you're pretty much your game starts then from that point on. So your whole point is just to set up for the 7 drop Ivankov. Whether you want first or second, just set it up for that. And then after you drop it and play it, the game begins pretty much. So, and tons of blockers. You got the 3 drop Dofi, the 4 drop Mr. 3. You got Inazuma, and you got plenty of you got the starter deck Boa Hancock. So plenty of blockers, plenty of ways to not take damage and stay alive and set yourself up for the mid game, late game plays. So definitely a good deck. I don't think I've seen any top cuts, but top placings, but pretty sure we'll get there soon. You know, blue definitely doesn't have an early start, even with OPO1. Like, even Dofi wasn't popping off at first, but as the meta go on, as the season goes, it'll resurface and then do something. So pretty much that's going to happen the same thing with Ivankov. Same with Magellan, but definitely a good B, because play Magellan on 5, you already cut them a turn off of a Dawn, rather, for the Whitebeard to come out. So you already slowed them down. They're taking an extra life when they normally could have cut it off. So when they do drop Whitebeard, they might be at 1 or 0, unless you hit them early or something. That might be at 1 to 0 by that point, which is kind of hurt them a little bit, you know. And when they drop the Whitebeard, they'll be at 0 life, or they'll be at 1 life, and it's like, oh man, I got to keep dropping Whitebeards to keep my life up, keep my power up too. But and then you got stuff like Hell's Judgment of Hell, and they have their own self ramp. Very consistent deck, I think, too. Just a matter if you see your Magellans or not. But overall, Magellan's a good deck. I definitely like it a lot. Just putting back Dawn is not a bad thing. You get the power from it. So you got your kings, your 7-drop king, 6-drop king, Magellan lead character himself, of course. I run Uta, 8-drop Uta. I run a couple of those in my build. You're just powering up the board because they don't want to kill the character Magellans. They let them sit there until the end of the game. But you just use Uta and power them up. Well, you gotta deal with it one way or the other. So either leave it there to be a threat later, or leave it there, or kill it to be a threat right then. But definitely a good B. Almost might want to put it ahead because of the results it shows, which I guess I could do. But definitely, no shocker there. I'm gonna actually put Smoker here because I use black personally. I use the Marines, but I am definitely having a hard time making this work. Like, I think you have a good red matchup because you don't fear effects destroying you. Borsellino, both Smoker characters can't be destroyed. But against Kinemon, man, it sucks because they're able to arrest all your cards and it's just a bad day. But your blockers are useless. You can't protect. You usually don't protect your characters with this deck. Like, if they rest any of the smokers, I let them get destroyed or attacked because I'm not going to drop my 2Ks on that. And again, the deck don't have any consistency card, no search cards, no add cards. The only draw card it had is the 1 cost event that draws a card and -2 cost to a character, but that's it. I mean, I think there's another one, but it's from Trigger. But and you have a Kuzan on play, draw a card, but it needs more than that. Next set we'll have more support for it, but just right now it's before. I think it's before Ivankov, of course, but I mean I could put it before Magellan too, but even I know it wouldn't feel right. But Smoker's still still a good leader. Probably is the best leader for the Marines right now overall. So definitely would like it. I like him to do better. I like the deck to do better. But even I've been playtesting with it day in and day out, week in and week out. But that's kind of where it's at. Unfortunately, just B grade. Well, we got Kinemon definitely, without a doubt. Probably personally, this, in my opinion, the second best deck because just green Wano cards is just so good. You got Okiku who can rest anything. You got attack a leader, rest whatever, then the leader can finish off the rested character, and then you got the rare 4-drop what's her name, Yamato, who rests anything 6 or less. So it's killer. You got the Odin, 8-drop Odin, who's a threat. His own leader effect's really good if you can have at least one character up or whatever. Plenty of blockers in the deck. You got your 7-drop kids, 5-drop Law, Beige, Killer, Toki. You got her. There's just so much you can. You got Bonnies, Momos, Raizo to draw. The deck is so good. It has search, draw, counter, block, attacks. It has it all. It has all the tools it needs, which is very difficult to beat that deck with any of these. Like, literally, like I say with Smoker, I struggle every time with that matchup. It's not easy. Kinemon, it's not easy. I mean, not Kinemon, Magellan, not easy. Because they can just rest stuff and maybe kill it. They can already reduce costs, so you're not really slowing them down. You're slowing down maybe the Supernova part, but they can just shorten the cost on the Wano cards and maybe play them normally, or pretty much use all the Dawn to play it, but you're not doing as much as you would in another color or another deck. I mean, I think red gives it a good time, but that's honestly it. Like, nothing else does. And of course, without further ado, if I can move it there, the best, of course, is red Whitebeard. I mean, whether you're using a Straw Hat build, which I'm currently using, I like it a lot. I do go by the Whitebeard build more personally. I like that one a lot more because before Moby Dick got is getting that band hammer, I was using that regardless because I was like, this is too powerful. Why would I not? But the consistency with the straw hats is really good. You're able to search with Nami and just able to have a lot of counters in the deck, a lot of cards in hand. You can search off guard point and radical beam. Like, you can't do that in a Whitebeard. You got to hope to draw all that stuff or get it from life. Sure, you don't have the Moby Dick or I think it's Seaquake, but that's just that's cards you don't want to have when you need when we don't need them either. So I'd rather have the counters, and you got a bunch of those. Your only non-counters is like literally Ace, Whitebeard, and the 5-cost Luffy. And that should be it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else has a counter on it. You have a good bit amount of 2Ks, a lot of 1K counters. So the deck is really good. You're able to just bring out powerhouses, 6K body, 5K bodies. And then with the Whitebeard version, you got a lot of good forces the same way. Plenty of blockers. Overall, Whitebeard is really good. Like I knew he was gonna be one of the best leaders from this set. I was never afraid about his end phase added a life to hand effect. That was never the problem to me. I already knew he was gonna be good. 6 life, 6,000 power. What more could you ask for? And it sucks we won't be able to have full power next set, but he'll still be there. He won't go nowhere. We're getting more consistency cards with Red Ezo, who has a Whitebeard, so you have a turn 1 play now. The 5-cost Marco, really good. And there should be another vanilla in here too, I think. But overall, definitely, I'm definitely, I could put him up here if I wanted to, but he's not flawless. We're not gonna do that. He does have his ups and downs, and like I said, Kinemon still might give him a run for his money. I'm not gonna say he's only number one. Kinemon is definitely up there with him, especially with the sheer numbers. There's gonna be a lot more green than there's red, regardless of if it's straw beard or white, whatever, white hat. I don't know what they call it. Like it is straw beard or the regular Whitebeard build. You're still gonna have more Kinemon than ever. Oh, and I guess we can honorable mention some people like Zoro. He's still here. He's not going nowhere. It's definitely up here. We got Kaido, who's probably, I hate to say it, he's probably down here in the C's. Kid probably in B. Where's Luffy? I know Luffy is. I like Luffy still. He's up there. Luffy's there. We can still put these guys in here somewhere, but not all of them are. Oh yeah, Dofi, might as well. Not all of them are. Up there like that. I can't even put Dofi here because we got the Jinbei now, the new 4-cost Jinbei that you get for your online event packs. So definitely will boost the deck up. Not a lot of people are using Kid. A-Drop Kid is nowhere to be seen like that. So until that's back in the meta, Dofi is in check right now. So he's actually full power technically. But yeah, all these Law, yeah, we got Law. Yeah, Law's over there too. But everybody else ain't gonna worry about. They're good. If y'all are using them, continue to use them. I want to see somebody make top 16 with it or win first place. Just gives everybody more courage to use the deck too. But overall, for the most part, this is pretty much the meta. This is what we'll see. Not counting all of these. But as far as OPL 2, it's this. It's somewhat like this. With all these included, and yeah, it'll shake up a little bit, but for as far as all the OPL 2 Paramount War, this is your leader tier list right here. So for the most part, it's been like this for every event. Like I said, more Whitebeards, Kinemon, should be a little bit of Smoker, Magellan's here and there. He's popping off pretty good. And then these four I haven't really heard much about, but these are more like your local leaders right here, and then these are your big tournament, small tournament leaders. You know, not that I'm saying no one can win or whatever, but for the most part, you know, these are what you'll pretty much see in your locals, and this is what you'll see overall in locals or in regionals and whatnot. But we'll see. You know, definitely. I know people are cooking up something. There's something got to be happening soon. You know, we still got these guys to play with, so you know, I wouldn't sleep on nobody. They're still here. And you know, somebody will come up with something, I'm sure. At least till we get to OPO 3, but that'll be a while, so we're not there yet. So we'll be in for a long run of Whitebeard, Kinemon, Smoker, Magellan, Vonkov, Zephyr, Sanji, and Garp for a while, and then of course all the other familiar faces: Dofi, Zoros, Luffy, Kid, Kaido. You know, Odin. I think Odin's also playable too. He's actually pretty good now because we didn't have all those Wano cards before. So I mean, you can argue with Odin doing something. So we'll see. You know, see how that go. You can run him in his own deck. But that's pretty much it for that. Just want to get the tier list out here, and you know, give me y'all's feedback and let me know if y'all are agreeing or disagree with certain placements I had them at and all that good stuff. But overall, let's roll back to me. Alright, so that was it. That's pretty much the tier list. That's all I wanted to kind of cover. I didn't really have nothing else to really talk about or bring up. So I know next week we'll have a market watch, so we'll definitely check that out. See how things look. From before, prices weren't really all over the place. Kind of going down because it is April now, so we're near the end of April. We should be getting that rewave, the release of starter decks, hopefully, and OPO 1 and 2 boxes. So hopefully we get some stuff in, and you know, we get what we need for the most part. So I can only hope, you know, we get what we get, so everyone get the cars they want. Prices go down a lot more, and you know, we see what we can get. But let's go ahead and open these packs up. So I got like 10 packs here. Got my like last box I ordered, so probably won't have any for a hot minute now. So guess we'll see what we get. I don't have no side camera, so I'm gonna open it in front of me. I am looking for like 4 more cards, and then my collection of OPO 2 will be done. And then I'll have my collection on here eventually. I'll have my binder to show off and everything. So we'll see how that go. But for now, let's go ahead and see what we get here. We got Shiryu and Meteor Fist or whatever. I'm still missing Ultart Uta, Ultart Kinemon leader, and Ultart Smoker leader. And then of course I'm missing Manga Ace. I'm missing the best card in there. So didn't pull him yet. So definitely I'm hoping I can get that as soon as possible. So I can just, you know, I won't have to spend as much if need be. But you know, we got a chance to pull. Oh wow, I got ace at least. I thought the ace I want, but we'll take it. It's the secret ace, the alternate, the second version ace. Dang, if it was the other one, that'd have been great. But we'll take it. Not the ace we're looking for, but we'll take him. If that was Manga Ace, boy oh boy. I would have celebrated. Oh, I was like, thing should not be that hard to open up. Alright, let's see what else we got. That's a good secret though, so not bad. Paradise and Inazuma. Let me actually move these rares over. Alright. But yep. Appreciate y'all's support, y'all's feedback. I know I'm getting videos out here and there, but you know, just trying to provide y'all with some content. One Piece is a great game, great, lovely game. Annabelle and Nami. I just need more people to be into it. Hopefully we can get, like I said, more product in for those who couldn't catch it the first time. And we can get more people to play, you know, more people in the game. I get people at my locals daily, you know, trying to get cards and packs and starter decks and stuff, so just need to get them to stay with it, you know. Don't need them to go away yet. Alright, they got the Dawn here, at least. Got Marco, that, and then this War is Over Dawn. Got 10 of those now, so don't need any extra, I guess. Might get them away to my local. Cause I don't need them anymore. I got 10. That's all I need. That's all I'm looking for. Got Hannibal and Inazuma. Yeah, like 4 packs. Damn, I wish that Ace was the manga. That would have been. That would have been the best. I was like, I need an Ace, but I should have specified which one, right? Alright, we got Hina and Seaquake. But yep. Let's see, I got here. Got Luffy and it's Kuzan. I'll take that. I'll pull it on the Dawn card. Alright, 2 more packs. Yeah, I do need a leader. I need Smoker leader and Kinemon. If I can get them, I'll be in good spot too. Got Garp and Mr. 3. Alright, last pack, OPO2. Till I can acquire some more. This will be it for a while. And we'll finish it up with Hell's Judgment and Smoker. Or Judgment Hell. Smoker. Alright, not bad. Got some decent stuff, so we'll take it. Not the Ace we're looking for, but you know, we'll take it. Yep, that wraps it up. Thank y'all for watching. Again, subscribe to the channel, be greatly appreciated. Thank y'all all for y'all support. And you know, just watching the videos and staying tuned to all the content I'm putting up. Like I said, join me tomorrow. We'll have the deck profile on my current deck, so I'm sure y'all will like it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. See y'all next week. Sometime next week. So y'all be safe. Take care. Have a good one. And peace out.